Hello, it's the New Age beginning, and it's our turn to go into disarray, because the New Age community right now is in a sense of panic, not knowing what direction ascension leads to, inward or outward, upward or down, because the earth matters just as much as the sky. Your inner light matters as much as what you're emitting outwardly as well. So it's okay to be lost. Your compass will guide you. Don't you see you're on an axis going up and down, right, left, and center in so many different directions? Isn't that what they mean when they say you're upgrading reality, different dimensions, 3D, 4D, 5, 6, 7, and 8? So knowing these different dimensions, like a geometrical harmony, you will see the alchemy of nature, that the architecture of our reality is that these shapes, this design is cosmic, that things do matter. What the energy you put in will deliver the architecture and the results that you crave for. So Lionsgate, it's a new phenomenon that's ancient at the same time. And it's one that we are going to discuss today because it's so fun and it will allow us to alleviate our pain, to journey into the cosmos, but also not to forget where we came from. Here, a New Age-inspired metaphorical interpretation of Lionsgate's poem, a bridge that is mystical and esoteric at the same time, drawing on theosophical and ancient traditions. The Lionsgate portal, a celestial rite of passage for the solar heart. Each year as the sun roars through the regional sign of Leo and the star Sirius, it rises from the underworld of the night into the eastern dawn. The ancient gate swings open, not of stone, but of starlight. So again, we're seeing this paradigm of earth versus sky, stone versus light. The stone is made apparent by the light, but at the same time, a shadow is cast by the stone. So energy balances itself the same way that light and shadow are balanced. A time and a place is created, a sense of ceremony around Lionsgate. 8-8. Referring back to ancient Egypt, we have a sense of incarnate souls that had higher knowledge of a simplistic life in harmony with the earth and the sky. Sirius was known and prayed to by the ancient Egyptians as the brightest star in our sky, keeper of mysteries and guardian of rebirth. She's known for rising in mid to late summer, setting in the flooding of the Nile, bringing life back to the black earth. The annual flood was not merely just about water, but it was about the tears of the goddess Isis, mourning the passing of Osiris, the creator of life. When Cyrus rose, the gates between the world grew thin. And so the initiates of the ancient schools kept their duty to watch over the stars, not merely for astrology, but to read the signs, to see the future, and the duty of heaven, to mirror the path of the inner light, so that the soul may be at peace. Leo, the royal sign of the solar code. The sun passes through Leo, the zodiac of the lion. We are reminded of the royal self, that we are all royal, that we all share divine blood, because we are born of divine substance. All human beings are royal. All human beings are sovereign and created equal in the light of God. Leo is the keeper of this guardian code, so that all humans will remain equal and will know that they are equal. Within this code, there is a glyph that resembles the serpent coil around a scepter, forsaking the Kundalini spirit rising up from the bottom of the spine to the top of the skull. The lion is not merely a sign, but he is also a guardian. He is a keeper of the ancient medicine codes, such as the serpent coil. But he is also a guardian, just like the great Sphinx of Giza, which is in alignment with the astral codes. So this is all complicated, but very harmonic and geometric ceremony. The lion code, the Sphinx being a lion, reminder that a serpent and a coil regarding the ancient Hermetic medicines, both awareness of poisons and the antidotes, just as a practitioner of medicine has that duty to know how to cure someone who gets bitten by a snake, and not to abuse it. So this sense of this mystical Leo lion living in the cosmos, very cool. Moving on to the numerology associated with 8-8. The Lion's Peak at 8-8, August 8th, is a sacred moment in numerology. The number 8 is a symbol of infinity, the soul's eternal dance, the loop of the karma, and the liberation of the soul. 2 8s are important to note, not just one. Again, those 2 serpents and that shape of that coiling. So it's a date that's associated with a lion, associated with 2 snakes, associated with the Sphinx. Pretty cool imagery. Associated with the DNA structure, that famous structure of the ladder being turned around. So we're looking at an activation of crystalline bodies as well, and alignment with the stars. So this is a solar logos. The higher self is being called to radiate itself into form, into the human body. So this is a time to appreciate it. Wear your lion prints, your leopard prints. Wear things that make you associate with your higher self. And you are going to reveal your courage. Not just for the sake of it, but think about it carefully with a sense of patience, a sense of purpose and meaning. What is calling your courage? What is it that you feel that you have an inner strength? Knowing about your weakness is something that someone's going to ask you in an interview at a job. So know and be prepared for that answer. Don't be afraid to talk about your sensitivities and what you're vulnerable about. If they're going to ask about what a weakness is, say that it's your vulnerability. And then you're able to humanize yourself. So have a sense of strategy, because this is not an easy life. You need a plan. You need a plan of action. So Lionsgate is about reframing, coming together with a sense of purpose while maintaining your heart core, because the heart is the gate, ultimately. So we are here not just to toss dice, but to play out destiny in our favor. The heart is the bridge to infinity. Therein burns the fire where Sirius cannot be rivaled. When the gate is open, the invitation is clear. Align with your will to love. Let courage meet your compassion. Stand in your light of sovereignty, and remember who you are. So this is the final invocation for Lionsgate. So we're going to invoke the spirit of the lion in our final invocation. Hello, Lionsgate. I stand before you at this pause of the Sphinx. I hold the codes of Sirius in my palms, the two serpents as I stand and hold the special staff that keeps them in harmony and in balance. And I whisper to the cosmos, I am ready. So thank you. I hope to do another video coming up, as we have 2 more days before the Lions Gate.